Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Isman, one of the member group in Group 7. Today, I will present about introduction. C++ is a programming language that is incredibly helpful and widely used by programmers. It is one of the most common programming language and is applied to a wide range of platforms for hardware and operating systems. C++ is a fantastic language to learn if you want to start programming for a variety of purposes. These programs are almost entirely created in C++. C++ also can act as a calculator that follows Ohm's law to calculate the total resistance of a circuit, whether it's a parallel or series circuit. The user chooses the type of circuit and enters the value of the resistor. The programmer use a total resistance formula for a series and parallel circuits. In this BNR20803 project, the electronic engineering student should plan and create a C++ program to complete the task assigned by the instructor. The main title of our topic is to calculate the total resistance value in series and parallel with two resistors using a C++ programmer. Students are able to understand the concept and terms used to describe language that support the imperative, functional, object-oriented, and logic programming paradigms. Able to analyze a problem and construct a C++ program that solves it. Next, learn how to overload function and the operator in C++. It also allows students to have a lot of control as to how to use computer resources. So, in the right hands, its speed and ability to cheaply use resources should be able to surpass the other language. Lastly, it able to illuminate the issue by using all the information students have learned with utilize choice, if-else determination, and for circling in reiteration, structure, work model, and work call.
The next will be project description. This program will calculate the values of two resistors in series and parallel. We create two functions that will receive the values of two resistors in series and calculate the total resistance, and another one that takes an array of resistors in parallel and calculate the total resistance in parallel. To calculate the total resistance of two resistors in series is the sum of each resistor, whereas to calculate the total resistance for two resistors in parallel, it is the product of two resistors divided to 2, which is the number of resistors that we use. Next step is the program will require user to enter the value of the first resistor and the second resistor. Users need to enter both resistor value. Afterward, we create a function that will print the value of the total resistance for the series and parallel circuit based on the previous selection choice circuit. In the main program, we call each function as needed so that both series or parallel total resistance is displayed at the end of the program.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nabil Fikri bin Jamaluddin and I will present about problem statement. Based on the given task, we need to create a program which related in engineering field. The most familiar topic around electrical or electronic engineering is an addition of resistors in two conditions, which in series or parallel. To implement this topic into program, we require to use a general formula which RT equals to R1 plus R2 for series circuit and RT equals to R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2 for parallel circuit. We also need to relate the program with other requirements such as data type, input and output, control structures, and functions in order to build a great program. That's all from me, and we will move to the next part.
Okay, for this slide, I will present our procedure code. Firstly, start, then please select your choice to calculate. Number 1 for series circuit, number 2 for parallel circuit. Your choice. Input is A1, B1, A2, and B2. Switch for case 1 is series circuit. Please enter resistance value instead A1. Please enter the second resistance value, insert B1. So the formula is S equal Q plus W. The total resistance of series circuit equal S. Series case for 2, the parallel circuit, please enter the resistance value, insert A1. Please enter the second resistance value, insert B2. The formula is N equal S times Y over S plus Y. The total resistance of parallel circuit is N. And lastly, and our procedure code. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. I will be explaining about the flowchart. So here start, and then after start, we go to the print out the selection. For this type of flowchart, we will use the selection boxes. So for the case 1 and the case 2. So if it's true, then we will go through the process, which is addition. For case 1, we will measure the series circuit. So for addition, and then print out the value that we need to enter, the first one, then the second one, and then the output for the total resistance. And then we'll go to the break, and after the break we go to the end. So for the second case, which is a parallel circuit, it is a different type of process, and it used the formula of x times y over x plus y. This is to calculate the parallel circuit. So just like the same with the first case, which is will display out the first resistance input, the second, and then it will display out the total resistance in the parallel circuit. And after that, we will go to the break, and after the break we go to the end. But if we choose other than 1 or 2, we will go to the default statement, which is to print out error, then go to the break, and then we'll go to the end. That's it for flowchart.
Hello, greetings. My name is Tan Shenjie and my matrix number is AN200214. Today I want to talk about my program, which is to calculate the total resistance of two resistors in parallel and series circuit. My program uses function with argument and return value and control structure with switch. First, the program starts with in library, which is in iOS print which where to find the library, and then for the first I gain the double process function 1, double Q and double W, which is the series circuit formula, and then another double process function 2 for parallel circuit, and then for my plain body, which input the INT choice, which Cout to select your choice, and for the choice is series and parallel circuit, and then the Cout they'll show the what choice you choose, and then Cin choice. Okay, for the switch case and first case, I use double A1, B1 and C1, whereby which is series circuit, and then after that and then the computer will say please enter first resistance value and Cin as A1, and then second resistance value as Cin as B1. Then C1 process function 1 will return to the process function 1, and then return back to the Cout total resistance. For case 2, which is more or less are same but in parallel circuit, the C2 process function will return to the process function 2 and then return back to Cout total resistance. If key in other than 2 choices, the computer will show error, and then the program will return 0. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, coming back with me. So I will be explaining about the results, right? So for this result, we will have 2 choices, or 2 output. So for the first one, if we select the series circuit, we show up the please enter first resistance value. Alright, so for the first one, we enter the first value, and then we enter the second value. So when we enter the second value, we will calculate it. So that's it for the first series circuit, first choices. This series circuit will use the formula of S equals to Q plus W. Okay, that is the simplest addition. Right, if we choose the second one, which is the parallel circuit, it's same like the first one, the series circuit, but we use this different different formula. The formula of x times y over x plus y. So here we enter the first value and then the second value, and then we'll calculate, we get the answer. So but if we choose other than 1 or 2, we will point out to the default statement, which is will display error in the program. So that's it for the result.
Next, who are the target users? The target users of our program will be focusing for students and educators. It is a useful tool for educational purpose. Other than that, engineers can use this program to determine the total resistance for the electrical resistor circuit. How much is the system price? We believe the price for our program will be around 10 ringgit, considering the time and material to develop the system. It is reasonable because it will benefit everyone like students and teachers. Moreover, the system is user-friendly and less time-consuming. Next, how this project going to give positive impact on society? Our project is a problem-solving system. Thus, our project has a positive effect on the modern life technology. Other than that, education institution can use our program for learning and teaching method in class lecture. It will help greatly on student development and learning and understanding.
For conclusion part, in conclusion, the programming was successfully completed in order to determine the voltage, current, and total resistance value in series and parallel with two resistors. C++ may be described as a powerful programming language. In reality, many of the programs that use on a daily basis and have grown to love are most likely written in C++. C++ as a programming language provides the developer with a great deal of versatility thanks to some of the most advanced features found in object-oriented programming language. However, if not handled carefully, this advanced capability or flexibility may be a source of confusion and annoyance for many developers. This list will aid us in comprehending how some of these typical blunders affect that we can accomplish using C++. Finally, based on the objective project, students can conclude that the program, which was developed using the C++ language, is easy and simple to use. The program helped the user make a simple calculation, and the user should be able to find and calculate the voltage, current, total of resistance value in series and parallel with two resistors easily.